3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, boom. Welcome to the Big Honker Podcast. This is Did You Know? Brought to you by Mallard Bay. Check out all your hunting needs at mallardbay.com. I am Jeff Stanfield with the world famous Andy Shaver. I am completely lost here for just a minute. Okay, I'm going to do my Did You Know first.
Get it. I stole your last one, so.
Yeah, you did. Okay, so fun facts about the first day of school.
Okay.
How did you feel your very first day of school? Were you
no clue.
Fear, nervousness, or excitement?
Knowing me, probably nervous.
Really?
I'm sure. Jeff, I'm a worrywart.
You are a worrywart.
I'm a warrior. I'm a worrier, not a warrior.
I can't imagine by the time you got in high school that you was even worried about everything.
I thought you said first day of school, like kindergarten.
No, hell no. Yeah, everybody's scared the first day. Just the very first day.
That's what I thought you meant.
No, the very first day of school.
Oh, I didn't give a shit.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
How were the boys today? Was Reese nervous because it was new for him because it was fifth grade?
He wasn't.
No. It wasn't like going to O'Brien like it used to be, though.
Right. No, he's not nervous. Jameson was a little.
Jameson was not excited about school.
He's just a little. He had a mixture of everything. He was excited to see his friends. He was nervous about, just everything.
I told Reese last night, he was sitting out back while I was grilling, and he told me, I go, are you nervous? He goes, no, I hate school. I said, I understand that. I said, you don't learn a lot, do you, right now? He goes, no. I go, I was that way when I was in elementary, too. And I said, I used to read a lot. I'd go to the library every day because I could do my work in 5 seconds, and I was finished. And I said, trust me, it's not very long down the road you're going to wake up and you're going to need to pay attention in class because you're not going to know everything.
Right.
But he's a smart kid, so it's kind of boring to him other than PE and cafeteria time.
Yep.
So anyways, here we go. 2.4% of students around the globe suffer from didascalenophobia. And I'm sure I butchered the shit out of that. It's a fear of school. Parents of such kids and usually entire families struggle to deal with this phobia. It can affect the kids really badly if you're scared of going to school.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared of snakes, so I can imagine going into a snake's den every day.
How much money do you think the average American family spends to get their kid back to school per kid?
400?
$500 to $700 each year.
I can see that.
Parents and kids feel the same amount of anxiety and nervousness when it comes to the first day of kids at school. They have anticipation about how the day go, and then they're also apprehensive about different kinds of things. Some are afraid that their day might not be good enough. I don't know why that has anything to do with it. Do you know what the population is of this country above 3 years? 25%, I'll just tell you, of the population of 3. You know how many school buses run daily?
Wow. Not anything I've ever thought about. 500,000.
480,000. One of them wrecked in Cleveland, Texas today. I saw it rolled over this morning.
That's not good. Hopefully it was empty.
59% of students around the globe do not attend school when they are at the age of primary school. It happens due to multiple factors. The unemployment of the parents and their inability to afford the school expenses is one of the major reasons why this happens. So a lot of places you got to pay to school. The 5 worst kinds of expectations from the kids of an elementary school are. What do you think the number one problem that they worry about is?
Friends.
Nope. Having homework on time. You know what the second biggest...
Yeah, but I don't know what age you're talking about here.
It's going to be up to 6th grade. Do you know what biggest other fear of kids is? Switching schools.
I can see that.
Getting up early in the morning again, and the regular testing of concepts and subjects of math. Before the erasers were invented, a rolled up piece of white bread was used to get rid of the markings of pencils. The teachers initially used to resist the use of erasers in the classroom because they believed it could encourage the students to make further mistakes in the classroom. Do you know what the average weight of a backpack is compared to a kid's body weight? Percentage wise.
So 30%.
20%.
They're heavy.
Yes. Do you know what the oldest school in the United States is?
No.
It's in Boston.
I was going to say Northeast.
Boston Latin School was established in 1635. The first 5 people to go to that school were the ones who signed the Declaration of Independence. Their names are John Hancock, Robert Treat Payne, Sam Adams, William Hopper, and Benjamin Franklin. I went to school there. Ain't that crazy? But I mean, I guess there wasn't a lot of it. Do you know when the tradition of giving your teachers an apple first started? And where at?
Probably in the Midwest in the Depression.
No. Denmark, 16th century.
Oh, way earlier.
Do you know what the average day in school is in Finland? Is 6.8 hours long. It's around 5 hours long in Taiwan. No, it is around 5 hours long. Do you know what the average time in Taiwan is? 8.5 hours long. That's why them kids are smarter.
I disagree.
What?
I think it should be shorter. I think there's too much fluff.
I don't think in Taiwan they have a lot of fluff in school.
Probably not, but I think in America they got a lot of fat that they could trim if they wanted to.
See, I disagree. I think kids need to start learning basics again. I think we need to teach kids math, not this stupid new math.
Not going to happen.
I think we need to have more grammar and writing skills because I lack those myself still.
Chat GPT, I've not written a podcast.
Christ.
I haven't written a podcast description. I've written it, but there is not a single one that I have proofread. I give it the bullet points and I tell it to spit me back something, and it does every single time.
You did what, though? What'd you give it?
Give it the bullet points.
Okay. If kids can't even write bullet points, it won't do any good.
They can do that.
No,
everybody can do that. What are you talking about? You talking about writing essays and stuff?
I think it would do good. Kids' creative writing would be good for kids. Yes, I do.
That might be good, but
I think we have gotten away.
I think it's a bygone. It's not coming back.
We need to also teach geography. We need to teach history, and we need to have business math classes. Not a fucking phone. That's our problem. Is we rely on a phone too much. And now, thank God, the state of Texas don't let you have a phone in the classroom.
Yeah, but guess what? Whenever I need to go to Memphis, I don't need to know where it is on the globe because I have this in my pocket. And this connects to my phone, and I got a big ass screen in my truck that tells me where I need to go. I don't need to know how to read a map. I don't need to know where Memphis is on the globe. I have this. Thank you, Tim Cook.
You know, when we were riding in Memphis the other day and we went somewhere, I told Mom, I said, I don't know how the hell I could have found this 10 years ago.
No.
I said, I
don't know what you did.
I had a map and paid attention to stuff and took directions. But
I don't know how you found the Texas Trophy Hunters in Houston or San Antonio 30 years ago.
Directions and paying attention.
Stop on the street corner. Stop on the street corner.
I remember many times asking people for stuff.
Where the hell do I go?
How many kids between the ages of 6 and 11 have to repeat a grade?
Ooh. 17%.
1 in 12. That's 8.5%.
Damn it. Doubled it.
In Chile, vacation lasts from the middle of December to the early of March. The kids get a break of 12 weeks. In Germany,
that's their summer, though.
Yep. In Germany, they only have a short vacation of 6 weeks. In Ethiopia, the vacation season usually lasts from 12 to 15 weeks, depending on the school.
About what it is here.
In Japan, kids clean the school by themselves. At the end of every school day, they take out all the trash, sweep all the floors clean, and even make sure that all the restrooms are quite clean when the day ends.
Now that I can get behind.
The Japanese are very good people about that.
Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Do you know when they started school uniforms?
No, 1800s?
500 years ago. So do the math.
1500.
Last fun fact, in Colombia, some children have to go to school by using a zip line. It hangs 229 meters off the ground and carries students and other people to their destinations.
Not a bad way to go.
Nope, that's it right now. So that's all I have. First day of school. God bless you, kids. I hope you have a safe, wonderful year, and I hope the year goes by really good. Best time of the year is right now. It's coming up. We've got pumpkin spice season coming on. We got football season, hunting season, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. Best time of the year. God bless y'all.
It is. And then it turns to a shithole in February.
Yes, it does.
All right. Do you know when the peak year for serial killers was?
1908.
No. 1987.
1987?
1987.
I'll be damned.
We peaked with serial killers. Actually, the 70s, 80s, and early 90s, if you look at the graph of people murdered by a serial killer, it looks like this. It goes here, 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 here. We have a little increase. And then for whatever reason, the 70s get here and it spikes. And it peaks in 1987 and then it starts coming down. Based on current data, About 212 serial killers were operating in the year 1987. This figure comes from Dr. Terrence Leary of Florida Gulf Coast University, who manages the Radford FGCU serial killer database. According to Radford University, the 80s as a decade saw the highest number of active serial killers, with nearly 300 known active in the United States, and the 70s follow closely behind at around 286. 1987 had 189 serial killers with 2 or more victims, 127 with 3 or more. That is the single highest count in the database, covering the 1920s onward. Let me see what else we have here. Yeah, the 80s were considered the golden age of serial murder. Increased mobility and anonymity. So you had affordable cars, weak forensic capabilities, and broader crime trends. Serial killers aligned with a general spike in violent crimes during those decades. So all I get out of that is you are much safer today than you were back in the 80s. But some people disagree with me on this podcast.
Well, after we found out how they have been lying to us forever.
What do you mean?
The crime stats, just like the FBI yesterday coming out and saying, because them cities don't report the real crime rate, they code it different.
So you're saying...
I'm saying it's
we
more
did not have
dangerous
serial
now.
killers?
No, not at all. I'm just saying it's more dangerous now.
Oh. Well. Did you know that in 1961, a Patriots fan ran onto the field during the last play of a game to help their defense win the game?
19 what year?
1961. Patriots won.
No, I knew
28-21 at Boston University.
No, I know that they won a game when the guy put the old Zamboni or whatever it's called and blew off a place where you have a place to kick a field goal.
Yeah. And then my last one, if I can find it here. Do you know what the average...
You're not going to give no more details on this 1961, the fan?
No. It's just a little fun fact.
Okay.
Just a little fun fact. Actually, I got 2. This is actually a little sad. 1973 billionaire J. Paul Getty refused to pay $17 million kidnap ransom for his grandson.
His grandson was a fuck up.
After his ear was cut off,
Yes.
J. Paul Getty paid $2.2 million. Do you know why he picked $2.2 million?
No, but he was a tightwad, and I watched that. I watched the series. It's a good series on that. I watched this.
Do you know there's a reason why he picked 2.2?
I can't remember what it was.
It's the max he could deduct from his taxes.
That's what I knew it was something. Yeah, I knew.
Not a penny over what I can write off.
Yeah, he was a horse's ass.
So then he loans the boy's father the extra 14 and change with a 4% interest rate.
On your own grandkids.
On your own grandkid. He
I love
said,
my grandkids
if I
more.
pay 1 penny now, I'll have 14 grandkids kidnapped later. Okay, now for my last one.
He was a horse's ass, though.
Yes.
Do you know he had an old PP pump?
Yep.
That's a very interesting documentary. Though.
I don't know if that's what it was or if it was a. I thought he was getting like shots in it. I don't think it was the average.
I think it was shots in it.
Okay, 1954. Do you know how much the average Ford factory worker made per hour? Or you could do per
in
week.
1954.
1954.
Per week, $62 a week.
$75 a week, $4,000 a year. Somehow, $4,000 a year was enough to keep your wife at home, have a decent car. Cars cost about $1,700 back then. A modest home, 10 grand.
Yes.
And support 2 or 3 children.
Yep.
So somehow on $4,000 you could do all that. But now,
what's that for?
You make $250,000 this year, and your head's barely above water.
Hold on, just a minute.
I know what you're going to say, and I'll look it up.
No, you don't.
How much was $4,000 in today's?
No, I'm going to talk about the Ford factory worker today makes $100,000 a year,
and probably has his head barely above water.
The problem is he's buying a $75,000 pickup like you're driving.
Yep.
Okay, or $90,000 or $100,000, whatever. I don't even know how much they cost. You know.
75 would probably be close.
But instead of driving a cheaper truck, he has a $75,000 truck.
You were getting a brand new car.
Hold on. With no air conditioner, AM radio.
Because they didn't have it.
I know, but things weren't cost as much. But you still could get by. He could go buy a Kia Soul or something and drive it today. Also, housing they're trying to live in a $400,000 house instead of living in a. Back then, he was making $4,000 a year living in a $10,000 house. That's equivalent to living in a $250,000 house now.
And it was a good home.
It was, but we've lived way above our means now. A lot of it, things are upside down and things cost too much. I agree with you on that 100%. But we live way above our means. I do. You probably don't, but I do.
But that's just what houses are going for.
But he could find.
Where are you going to get an affordable house in Detroit that's not in a slum?
Shit, I've been through Detroit. There's some nice houses you could buy that aren't bad that you could fix up.
Where? Let's talk about Dallas.
Probably be a shitty neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying. Like, where can you go and be safe?
There's not an answer to that. What you're saying is exactly right. I mean, it is. But we also live way above our means. We also got more expenses now. I was thinking that I went to the Dollar General and told the lady at the store the other day, I go, how do poor people afford to even feed their kids these days?
I don't know.
Things are so much. But then you got to buy your kid a $200 pair of tennis shoes, and they got a $1,000 iPhone. And I mean, there's just so many more expenses. When I was a kid growing up, we didn't have iPhone expense. We didn't have internet expense. We didn't even have cable TV until I was in 7th grade.
Oh, I don't know what the answer here is.
I don't. There's not an answer.
The dollar went a lot further in the 50s.
It did go a whole lot further, and in the 60s and in the 70s. I mean, I remember going out at nighttime. This is honest to God truth. In the early 80s, to leave to my house to go out with $5, and you know what? I'd come home with money a lot of nights.
But it's just one thing to say that. I mean, this average worker was doing. It was $4,000 for the family. The wife was not working.
Right.
She was at home raising the family. Now, if you don't have both people working, you're upside down on everything.
It's a tough job. It's a tough deal. It really is. And I feel sorry for those people. But some of it is also our lifestyles are different than they used to be. You know, those people didn't go take vacations and do stuff.
No, that is true.
You know, and they didn't. Life was a lot simpler back then. Food was mom cooked. They didn't go out and eat all the time.
Here's my thing. I know what our grocery. I don't know what our grocery.
It's cheaper to go out and eat.
It's almost the same cost to go out to eat.
I fed y'all. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's 7 of us. I fed last night, and I bought kebabs at Central Market. I think those beef and that chicken kebabs I done. I think that was probably cost me $70.
Right?
For kebabs. It's not even a whole fucking steak.
That's not dessert. That's not the side dishes.
Yeah. We spent a good $100 to feed y'all last night.
You could go out.
But no.
And not have I mean, for a little bit more money.
Yeah. If I'd
what do you think, 15 bucks a head?
Where the fuck are we going to eat at? Cracker Barrel? We don't ever go eat nowhere like that.
20 bucks a head?
Am I paying for the bar tab too?
Yes.
Okay. $150 for the 7 of us to go eat. Easy.
And you said that one was 100?
Yeah, probably 200.
How much did time cost having to do the dishes?
Your mom done the dishes.
And the propane that it took.
Oh yeah, dickhead.
So
that's another thing too.
See?
You didn't turn the propane off.
Oh, well, I turned it off. I forgot.
Yeah, I went out last night. Mom wanted me to go look at the pumpkins last night about 9 o'clock, and I walked on the back porch. She goes, gosh, these bugs have got to go. And they do stink. God almighty. We got cricket and every time so we sweep off and blow the yard off twice a week. So anyways, I go, Andy forgot to turn propane off. That's propane smell.
Get a better propane.
Glad I'm not a smoker. Been blown up in the backyard. All right, let's get out of here. I got to go.
All right. That's all I got. That's Did You Know? Love you. Bye. Watch for deer.